Hi, I'm Heyzeus, and this is another trade-ups guide. I've got 5 trade-ups that you can make a profit from that I'm going to show you guys how you can do. I've kept them all nice and cheap for the most part. I like to do sort of affordable stuff that's simple and easy in these videos. Before I start, I just want to briefly talk about the prices I'm going to show. So I'm going to show US dollars and euros. That they are approximated a little bit. You always have to have prices in trade-up guides, but they should be roughly accurate for the time being. All the purchase prices I show are buy order prices. You should always be buying stuff at buy orders if you can. And all the sales prices I show, all the profit and loss margins, are after Steam tax. So I'm going to show the raw money you make. You don't need to deduct anything from it. I've already done that for you. So our first trade up is a really simple and nifty little trade up with skins from the new Danger Zone case. For this you'll need 10 field tested either black sands or wood fires. The average float needs to be below 0.23. And your total cost should come in at, $1.10 US or one euro dollar, so quite cheap. There's a 20% chance of getting each of the skins from the Danger Zone case in this trade up. You really want the USPS flashback, you'll more or less double your money from it. Otherwise, you'll generally be picking up about 20 cents per skin, aside from the Mac 10 where you'll lose 20 cents instead. CSGO Exchange does have a bug for some reason where it shows that the Mac 10 coming in as factory new here, by the way. It's not, it'll come out field tested, but anyway, there's only a 20% chance of getting it. What are the odds I'm going to get one here, right? Anyway, moving on from that. So our second trade up is a risk-free restricted Spectrum 2 trade up. We're going to be using 3 minimal wear skins, preferably the Ziggy, the Phantom, or the Goo, and 7 field-tested skins, preferably the Ziggy or the Goo. The average float needs to be below 0.15, so we're going for minimal wear skins. The total cost should be around $2.90 US or €2.60 Euro. Basically, provided you're patient, you can sell all of the outcomes here for about 40 cents profit, whether it's the llama cannon, the high roller, or the leaded glass. So it's not a very interesting trade up, but it's nice and safe, and you're guaranteed to make a little bit of profit, so that's good. Our third trade up is a StatTrak mil-spec Gamma 2 case trade up. I have done these sorts of trade ups before, but the right way to do them has changed a little bit, so I thought I'd revisit it because it is quite a good trade up. So to do it, you'll need 4 factory new G3S31 ventilators. You'll also need 6 minimal wear ventilators, 5.7 Scumbrias, or XM1014 slipstreams. All up, it should cost you about $5 US or 4.5 euros, and your average float needs to be lower than 0.07. In terms of what you can get, the big win is obviously the Glock Weasel. You'll make about $6 US or 5.5 euros out of that. You also make, a bit more than $1 on the Directive or the Triarch, but you'll lose a moderate amount on the Petroglyph or the Power Core. So, it's high risk, high reward, but if you do hit that Glock Weasel, you more than double your money. So it is pretty good, just be prepared to take a loss from time to time. So our fourth trade up is a clutch case trade up. To do it, you're going to need 3 minimal wear either wild sixes or lionfishes and 7 field tested lionfishes. All up, this will cost you either $6 US or 5 euros, and your average float needs to be below 0.15, so it's essentially a minimal wear trade up. It's pretty simple in terms of what you can get. You've got a 1/3 chance of getting any of the pink skins from the clutch collection. You'll make about $3 on the Cortex, that's the best thing to get. You'll also make about $0.50 on the Mortis, but you'll lose about $1.50 on the Stimphilian. So a little bit of risk here, but most of the time you will be making money. Thank God that is not an AUG. Anyway, that brings us to our final trade up. Our final trade up is a clutch wildfire crossover, going for 1 tier higher of quality. So you'll need factory new restricted clutch skins, either the wild 6 or the lionfish. You'll also need minimal wear wildfire skins, so 4 clutch case skins, 6 wildfire skins. The wildfire skins should ideally be either Praetorians or Empires. All up, it should cost you about $8 or 7 euros, and the average float needs to be below 0.07, so we're going for factory new skins, essentially. In terms of what you can get, this one's a little bit more complicated than the other trade ups, so there's 6 options. There's a 20% chance of either of the 3 wildfire skins, and a 13% chance of either of the 3 clutch case skins. Ideally, you're really going to want a Kamicho Dragon or a Cortex and avoid the Hyper Beast and the Stimphilian. So there is some risk, but the rewards are so good in this trade up that it's really one of my favorites. Obviously you're only going to win 1/3 of the time, but when you do win, it feels pretty good. Now, one last note before I close out this video. as you've seen, I've been doing the trade ups that have been showing in this guide, and because of that, I've got quite a few unusable skins currently listed on the Steam market, and I just want to make it clear, if you see any skin with this ugly mug as the profile picture, please don't buy it, because that's one of mine and it's going to be unusable in a trade up contract, and I don't want to look as if I'm using this to try and get people to buy my skins. I'm not. If you see any skins I've listed, you can be assured that they're not usable. Please don't buy them. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe. It'd really be appreciated. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus. See ya.